Hey, what's going on, my friend? It's Lincoln Campbell here, right? You might be looking for information on the 11 forgotten laws. You might be particularly looking for information on the law of sacrifice. You may be wondering, how can I apply this law to my life, and what does this law have to do to me? Well, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I created the 11 forgotten laws. Actually, these were put together by a mentor of mine, Bob Proctor, but I'm going to apply the law of sacrifice to my life, and I'm going to show you how you can utilize it in your life. So stick with me to the end of this video, and I'm going to show you how the law of sacrifice can take your life to the next level as long as you follow it to the T. So, when I was growing up, I always thought about people who created like a sacrifice or did something as far as sacrificing themselves, or people who were great. I never thought the average man could make a sacrifice and really make an impact on things. Like, I thought you had to be like in the army, go to war, sacrifice yourself for your country. But that's not what the law of sacrifice is all about. The law of sacrifice is all about giving up something small in order to receive something higher. So giving up something small in order to receive something higher, right? Now, you might say, how can this apply to me in my life? Well, this goes back to everything in life. This goes back to just the way you are living on a daily basis, right? In order for you to accomplish something big, you're going to have to fall back a little bit in order to get to where you want to go. I know you've heard of the saying, right? Take 2 steps back to make a giant leap forward. And that's exactly what the law of sacrifice is all about, right? You might be a network marketer, internet marketer like me. So you might have had to give up your friends, give up a lifestyle perhaps. You might have to give up maybe the respect of your peers in order for you to grow as a person, right? In order for you to achieve the success that you want to achieve, in order for you to get around people who are successful and start living the dream that you want to live, right? So that is what the law of sacrifice is all about, right? It all comes down to the discipline. You got to make a decision, and you got to decide that you're going to stick with it. You got to make a decision, and you got to decide that you're going to move forward on this decision, right? You're not going to let anything stand in your way. You're not going to let anything sway you out of your path, right? You're going to sacrifice whatever you need, something small, in order to achieve the bigger goal. It's like sacrificing the ice cream cone to get the bicycle, right? We've all done it in our lifetime, and that's what the law of sacrifice is all about. It's all about making room for something greater, right? So you got to get rid of a little something on the side and make room for something greater. Like, you might be someone who goes out a lot. You might be someone who parties a lot, right? But in order for you to really become successful, you're going to have to give up that for a little while, right? You might have to go hit the studio for 24 hours a day. You might have to get around some powerful people for 24 hours a day. You might have to study your ass off for 24 hours a day. And only then will you get to where you want to go. And then you can maybe go back to some of those other habits that you had before. So give up some bad habits to get to where you want to go, right? And you might look at some of these great athletes, some of these great network marketers, and you say, how the hell did they get there? It was all about discipline. It was all about sacrificing a little something in order for you to get somewhere bigger, right? They say that, you gotta sacrifice a little bit, right? You gotta sacrifice a little bit. Have a little bit of discipline, right? And as you go towards your goal, you're not gonna get there overnight, right? You're not gonna get there overnight, but it's gonna take constant and patient persistence to get to your goal. Constant and patient persistence to get to your goal. So that is what the law of sacrifice is all about. And I hope you got some value from this video. Hope you can apply this law in your life to create a better and more prosperous life for yourself, right? And this is Lincoln Campbell. If you want to hook up with me, you want to link with me, I invite you to click the link down below. Check out exactly what I'm doing in order for me to be as successful as I want to be in my life and take my life to the next level, right? And I will see you on the next video.